name's Amy Langley, Sales and Marketing Manager for Richards International Group. We are the leader in retail shrinkage management. Welcome to the first edition of our Essential Security Guide series, an educational guide for both security buyers and providers. Security is seen by most organisations as a grudge purchase instead of an investment. There are two reasons for this. Firstly, the security organisation's inability to adequately explain their value proposition to the security buyers. Secondly, the buyer's inability to effectively articulate their needs to the security providers. Richards International Group Essential Security Guide series bridges the gap responsible for this misunderstanding by clearly outlining what is required of a security provider in every industry sector. In this first edition, we will address retail loss prevention. In subsequent editions, we will deal with security in the following areas: property, construction, school, hospital, sport and events, to name but a few. Our Chief Executive, Mr. Romeo Richards, will now discuss how to make profit in retail implementing our innovative shrinkage management system. Mr. Richards has over 15 years' experience within the security industry. He has written a series of articles and white papers on retail shrinkage management. He has worked with a number of the nation's largest retailers, including Tesco, Marks & Spencer and WH Smith, and has been on the front line of retail shrinkage management for many years. Mr. Richards is actively engaged in the process of professionalising the UK security industry. He has written extensively and has publicly spoken on the topic. In this presentation, Mr. Richards will now show retailers how to reduce their current shrinkage level by 68% using our innovative shrinkage management system.
Hi, my name is Romeo Richards. I'm the Operations Manager for Richards International Group. We are the leader in retail shrinkage management. A few years ago, I worked as a store detective with a number of the nation's largest retailers. Constant contact with customers enabled me to track a variety of situations. However, many years after leaving the trade, there are two incidents that remains with me up to this day. The first happened on my first day of duty at a store in Kimberley. A couple entered the store and headed for the coat session. The female removed a coat from the hanger, tried it on, and casually walked towards the exit. With her partner, made a run for a waiting getaway car. The cost of the coat was £900. You could imagine my shock at how easy it was for someone to just walk into a retail outlet and walk away with a £900 coat. Why was a high value item not properly protected? And why was it placed so close to the exit? These were questions I asked myself. With this in mind, whenever I was assigned to any other store, I conducted a store walk and identified items of high value. If I determined that those items were placed in location that made them easy to be removed from the store, I discussed with the store manager and asked them to place them in a more secure location. Some managers cooperated, but most did not. After all, in their mind, I was only a security officer. What did I know? On another occasion, I was assigned to a store in London Coney. This store, I will say, was located in the middle of nowhere. It was literally 2 minutes away from the motorway. There were two big retailers on this site. The store I guarded had two fire exits that opened towards the motorway. The toilets were located between with 2 stores. This meant that a shoplifter could take a bag full of merchandise and walk towards the toilet. Since technically they were still within the confines of the store, security could not interrogate or apprehend them. The biggest problem though was the merchandising of stock. High value coats and jackets were placed right at the entrance. I expressed my concern in discussion with the manager and gave him the benefit of my professional opinion. I advised that maybe he needed to relocate those expensive jackets. He listened to me but did not take my advice. A few hours after our discussion, 7 of the coats were stolen. After that incident, I went back to the manager and advised that maybe it is time for him to remove those jackets from the entrance. He informed me that the plan for arranging merchandise on the shop floor came directly from his head office. I suggested that maybe it was better for him to call his head office and inform them that the location of his store made it an easy target for shoplifter. Therefore, the current plan was unsuitable. He listened to me, but never acted on my advice. A few days later, 13 of the jackets were stolen. Finally, he decided to remove them from the entrance. But at that point, his organization had already lost £5,000. If only he had listened to my advice previously, that would not have happened. I recounted the above incident to make 3 points. Firstly, that the information I'm about to give you are not based on abstract theory. Rather, they are based on practical experiences that I gathered while working in retail environment myself. Secondly, that the war against shrinkage is not currently being won because of the strategies being implemented by retailers and their loss prevention teams. I have worked in many retail environments. I know for sure that there are loss prevention personnel who can even spot shoplifters before they leave their homes. I know CCTV operatives who with a single scan can spot a shoplifter in a packed shopping center. Therefore, retailers do not lack the ability to manage the shrinkage. What they lack is the will. If retailers are willing to take the measures I will present in this series of presentations, I can assure them that within a few months they can reduce the shrinkage level by as much as 68%. Thirdly, these theories have been extensively researched by retail experts with years of experience within the retail industry. My years of experience within the retail industry has taught me one thing, that retailers who have managed to keep their shrinkage level low are those who understand that shrinkage management is not a matter of luck. It requires a systematic approach. Stay with me as I demonstrate these theories in this series of presentations.